Yo, yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? So, Mortal Kombat 11 is trash, right? It's something I say a lot. It's something that I told y'all recently. Other people say a lot. Even pro players do not enjoy this game, right? Everybody who does or hope to take this game serious competitively, I think we all realized a while ago that this game is like really hard to take seriously. You know, I call this game Mario Party all the time. This is not a game to be taken seriously, but I do want to not be the guy who just shits on Mortal Kombat, right? I know I do that a lot, but I try to, or I always do, offer some type of solution, right? So I want this video to be, yo, here are the changes I think would make this game a serious, viable, competitive game. Like, if this game had these changes, I would be able to play it seriously and take it seriously, and I would actually enjoy playing it for longer than fucking 20 minutes, right? And I got a lot of things, and I've made videos like this before in the past, but it's before Ultimate, and things have changed, and I've had new ideas and stuff like that. So I wanted to make a just straight up video saying, hey, this list of changes would fix the game. And that's all the video is. Just, hey, NetherRealm, watch this video and come fix your game. Now, they're not gonna fix it because they don't recognize, like, you can't recognize a problem. I mean, you can't fix a problem if you don't acknowledge it exists, right? But anyway, let's just get to the list of changes that I have for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. So first off, remove Sheeva. We're already starting off. We're already starting off with something that we all know is not gonna happen. Remove Sheeva. Okay. So they're not going to remove Sheeva. But what they could do, and what I think they should do, is butcher the stomp. They nerfed Dragon Stand, so that's not really a thing anymore. If you get, if you get zoned out by Dragon Stance, that's one thing. But Dragon Stance and pressure is dead. It's not a thing anymore, right? It doesn't exist. Don't let them do it to you. It's not real. Stomp is still as rampant as ever. They didn't do anything to it. You need to butcher that move. It shouldn't exist. And if you believe Sheeva's Stomp needs to be an unblockable because that's her Shokan history or whatever bullshit, cool. Keep it unblockable. Just make it terrible. Make it laughably bad so the character doesn't ruin the game for everyone. Like, Goro had his Stomp in MKX and nobody ever complained about it. What do I got next? Make down twos air invincible or priority. Now, all this means is give us anti-airs, right? I think down twos are the perfect candidate because they're uppercuts and they don't give us anything after. You don't get like amazing Oki after a down two. You don't get, you know what I mean? You don't get a full combo after a down two. So it's like, hey, you jumped, my down two should beat your jumping attack. I don't know what you're gonna have to do with that, extend hurtboxes, etc., whatever. But look, either make down twos beat jump ins clean, or make me invincible to jump attacks while I'm in the startup frames of my down two and the active frames of my down two. That needs to happen. What else we got? Slow falling speed down. Now, I'm not gonna mention breakaway doesn't really come up in this list, but this is why, right? Slow down falling speed. If you just have characters jump, they descend very fast. I mean, jumping, you go in the air fast too, don't get me wrong. Jumping is an entirely too fast process. Jumps need to be more floaty. If you want to know what a floaty jump is, look at Dawson in Street Fighter V, then come back and look at a jump in this game. Or look at any character in Street Fighter V, honestly. Look at any jump in any fighting game. But in this game, jumps are mad quick, and you go up fast, you come down fast. What that means is it's less time for the other person to react to your jump. So jumps become super powerful. So people just jump like maniacs and they never have to think. Get rid of it. Make pokes -7 with no pushback and no 6 frame down ones. This means every down one in the game, every down one, every down three, and down four, all of them need to be at least -7, right? Now, down ones and down threes should just be -7, and that should be that, right? That should just be that, -7, right? With no pushback. And the no pushback part is so important, right? Because if you, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but if something is -7, a 7 frame jab will jail into it on block. Like, they have to block that, right? So this makes characters' jab strings more useful who don't have good ones. Everybody who doesn't have a Night Wolf level jab string would be able to use theirs because you did a low poke, I blocked it, and if I don't have a good mid string, you now have to respect my jab string like it's a mid. That's something that I don't know if a lot of people understand, but I can talk about that for 20 minutes. Get rid of 6 frame down ones, just so pokes aren't punishable. They're not supposed to be punishable at all. They're just supposed to be minus. Next thing, make launchers, reversal teleports -30. So most launchers in this game are full combo punishable. There's some exceptions like Raid and Storm Cell. I want to change that. If my launcher is unsafe, your launcher needs to be unsafe. Like I don't really. There could be a trade-off, but there isn't. And then by reversals, I mean fuck neutral moves, so shadow kicks, dash punches, flying kicks, make all that shit minus 30. Because you should die if I block those moves, right? Sub-Zero slide, cool. You don't want to slow it down. You want it to be 11 frames. You want it to be a low. You want it to go mad far. That's fine. Just make it minus 30. Because if it's minus 30, and by that I mean minus 30 before the EX and after the EX, right? So if you do it on block, then enhance it on block. Both like EX cannonball should be minus 30 after the EX part and before it. So there's never a chance that if I block it, you're not safe. There's no chance you're gonna be safe. At low level, maybe. At high level, you're always gonna die if these moves are blocked. And it's gonna scare the shit out of you from doing these moves, or you're gonna lose all the time. Which is how it should be, honestly. Because you won't be able to just get away with getting out of neutral for free like that. You're gonna die for it. It's gonna be like doing Scorpion's regular teleport. Not the teleport cancel. That's different. But that should still be unsafe too. Next I gotta give everyone an armor breaker. Always. Which this means is basically make every armor breaker in the game a base move and make no move conflict with it or replace it. Because it's dumb as hell to make a universal mechanic and then take it away from half the cast or a chunk of the cast or whatever. Like Spawn doesn't have an armor breaker. It doesn't exist. What do you mean? He was the first one with an armor breaker. His war club, blah. Yeah, but if I play that move, I can't have a launcher. Why do I need an armor breaker if I can't even launch my opponent? Like honestly, some of this shit is so stupid. Like, never mind. I'm not gonna rant. But some of this shit is ridiculous. I've talked about a lot of this before, but we want to put it all together in one extensive video. Defensive meter should either regenerate slower or add a defensive meter lockout. What I mean by defensive meter lockout, I mean you did this move, or you did this, or this happened. This means you're locked out from gaining defensive meter for 5 seconds, 3 seconds, or whatever. So like there's a cooldown before your defensive meter starts going back up, right? And remove cooldown from certain moves, by the way. Like Frost down 1 to shield. That shit shouldn't have cooldown. And I mean what I mean by cooldown is when a shield goes away, I can't just do another one. Well, it looks like I can, but I can't. If they break it, I can't. Anyway, that was a sidebar. So yeah, defensive meter regenerates too fast. And the reason that's a problem is because things like Scorpion's teleport cancel basically have no cost. So if he does teleport cancel into grab, Scorpion does teleport cancel into grab, by the time that grab animation finishes, he's got half of that bar back, if not more. And that like literally makes it so there's damn near no cost to it. It's like free. Why make it even cost a bar if it's going to come back that fast? I'm not going to say make it cost 2 bars. That's kind of extreme. But yeah, you need to really be afraid to give up your defensive meter. Like you shouldn't want to give it away so freely. Fix range specific launchers. Oh, here's a good example of that. What do we do? Here's a good example of that. That, right? And here's another example of that. Right? It just doesn't work, right? In certain ranges, it just doesn't work. Get rid of all those. It's little character specific shit, but get rid of all those. If I have a launcher and I confirm my hit, my launcher should launch. It's a launcher, right? Just what it should do. Just fix it. Let's throw range. So in this game, throws have pretty good range, right? As you can see, I'm right outside of throw range. If I get a tiny bit closer, right? And I think certain characters have more throw range than others, but in most fighting games, throw range is like, you gotta be like here. Like you gotta be right in their face type shit. And most of the times we are, but then you have the characters like Kung Lao who will down 3 you twice and be mad far and still throw you. And that goes into the next issue. Don't make throws true mids. Throws should not be true mids. If I'm mashing down 3, if I'm mashing down 1, down 3, doing a low poke, which goes under high attacks, it should go under the high attack, which is a throw, right? I just don't believe that throws should beat everything in the game. I just don't. They do currently. You can get thrown out of literally any button. Throws are like the only thing with priority in this game for some reason, and I don't know why. So that with the next point, make mids true mids. This sounds stupid, but the whole point is mids can be low profiled. If you ever watch me stream, watch me play, you know that I get super frustrated when this happens because it means I made the right read. I knew you were going to mash. I knew you weren't blocking and I did a mid, but your attack went underneath my mid and I got hit. It's the dumbest shit in the world. It should never existed. I can't believe it's in this game 2 years later, but it is. So yeah, make mids true mids. If a mid would be a true mid, it would work the way throws work in this game. If you've ever tested this out, and I'll try to show it, but you have to show it in slow-mo, so it's really hard. But if I go for a grab and you do like a down 4, it can extend your hurt box, and even though your like leg is below my throw, you can still get grabbed. Even though I'm not physically actually grabbing your character model, you can still get grabbed because grabs are true mids in this game, which is stupid. So make mids true mids. Mids should do that, right? Even if your character model goes underneath my mid animation, it's a mid, so you should still get hit. Like, that's just how fighting games should work. I know that tying a character's hurt box to their character model seems like it makes sense on purpose, but that causes a lot of weird little issues, right? Like hurt boxes should just be universalized because there are things like, let's say Noob Saibot does his slide and he slightly lowers his hurt box. So now my fireball, if I'm playing Joker, my fireball whiffs underneath him when normally it would hit him, right? But just because he did this move and he slightly ducks a tiny bit, now my move whiffs. Like, that shit is stupid. And I'm not talking about like Rambo where his down back 4 is designed to go under things. I'm not talking about how Fujin slide or Sub-Zero slide is designed to go under moves. I'm just talking about, hey, you happen to have mocapped the move this way, so yeah, he gets a random buff because we just so happen to design the move or mocap the move this way. No, get rid of it because you're not gonna balance your game around all those tiny little intricacies. You're not balancing it around the big stupid shit. So I know you're not balancing around the stupid little shit, like or the little stupid shit. Whatever. You get the point. I hope you understand. If you don't, leave a comment. Backdashes don't counter hit. Yeah. In the current state of the game, if you backdash and I hit you, it's a counter hit. The reason that's a problem is you can get counter hit, crush, and blowed for 40% damage just because you backdashed. That's stupid. In other fighting games, backdashes have invincibility. I mean, if you play NRS games, you know that because Injustice has it. In Mortal Kombat 11, you get murdered for backdashing and not jumping. I don't understand. Get rid of it. Make both 50-50 options unsafe on block. This doesn't apply to many characters, but it applies to a few, namely Sub-Zero. Like I said in the Sub-Zero video, I know we all hate his 50-50s, but he can exist with those 50-50s. Like, I don't like it. I think we should retool the whole character, right? I think we should throw him in the garbage and restart, but we're not going to do that, right? So, assuming he keeps his 50-50s, assuming he keeps it, right? The one change is it'll always have to be unsafe. So once he commits, back 3-2 should be unsafe. Back 3-2-1 should be unsafe. Back 3 can be safe. Forward 2 can be safe if you don't commit to anything, right? But once you do the second hit of back 3, you got to commit it to ice ball, which is unsafe. EX ice ball, which is unsafe. Slide, which is like you got to commit to something unsafe, and it's already unsafe on block. Like you should never be able to be safe ever when you do this, right? Or if you are safe, you can't go for a combo. So if you do anything if you do anything meaningful off of that string, it should just be unsafe. It's like Sonya, right? Like if she does back 1-2, the overhead, she's unsafe. She goes like if you have a 50-50, it's inherently strong. There needs to be a catch to it, right? You have to die by the sword. You can't live by the sword and just be chilling. Like, no, you got to die by the sword too. If I guess right on the 50-50, you should die. Like, that's just how it should work. That's how you balance 50-50 characters. And if it sounds like the reward is not worth the risk, then that's because characters shouldn't be designed this way. But, you know, people want to get creative. So if you want to make a 50-50 character, it's like how they made Melina, right? She's got overheads. She's got like 3 lows. She's got, you know, like 2 overheads. But she usually ain't safe. 99% of the time, she's not safe. Like, that's how it should be for every character. What I got? 2 more changes left? Okay, here we go. No fatal blow pushback. Fatal blow is -30 on block. And unsafe on whiff, right? I think everybody agrees with that. Here's the part where some of y'all are going to disagree. Fatal blow should have frame 1 armor. Frame 1 armor. I've said this before though. But no cooldown. So you only get them once per round. No cooldown. but they're 100% a real reversal at this point. And if you disagree, well, guess what? This is how they worked in MKX. Frame one armor, baby. This is how supers in every single fighting game are invincible on startup. That's just what it is. This is the only fighting game where supers are not invincible on startup. And people still complain about them, said they're too good. I get it, they're not tied to a resource. I totally understand that, but we can't do anything about that now. It's kind of too late for that. They're tied to low health, right? Cool, it's a comeback mechanic, whatever. But nerf them, make them so if you make them, if you don't confirm or whiff punish with your fatal blow, you either have to confirm or make a hard read or a whiff punish with it. If you don't, you should absolutely die, right? You should absolutely die. But that's just how it should be, right? This one's, I don't know if everybody's gonna understand this, but fatal blow up 3 should have more pushback on hit. Like, it should, or more recovery for both, like, players, right? I think if you reversal, I don't like reversal fatal blow. Or, flawless block, sorry. I don't like reversal flawless block. What I mean by that is, say I do a block string, and then, I'm negative, right? I do a block string, I'm minus, and then you go to take your turn back, but I know my block string is like -3, -4, and if I time my reversal flawless block and you do any move that's 7 to 11 frames, I got you, and I'm gonna flawless block up 3, and then I get my turn again. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it takes skill. I think it's just something that people learn. I think it's exploiting a bad, it's exploiting a bad mechanic. It's exploiting a bad gameplay design. Like, I think it's an exploit. That's what I think it is. It's just a flawless block OS. I don't think that should exist. I think you should be able to do it, but if you do it, neutral gets reset. You don't get any pressure. You don't get in my face with plus frames. Nah, I get pushed back. You get pushed back a little bit, or I get pushed back further. You have more recovery, so you get your damage. You get your flawless block up 3 damage, sure, but the neutral gets reset. That way you don't get damage plus pressure. Because as it stands now, if I do a block string and I'm -3 and in your face, you reversal flawless block up 3. Majority characters advance forward when they do with their flawless block up 3. The majority, not all, and they have plus frames. So now I get automatically strike throw mix off the rip, and I just took damage. All of this for just trying to take my turn back. Like, what? Like, that shit is dumb as hell. But whatever. The last thing I have is nerf Jackie, Cetrion, and Cabal. Get the motherfuckers out of here. Oh man, nah, but for real though, man, I don't have a problem with characters being good. I would say nerf Liu Kang a little bit too, but characters can't be that brain dead and that good, right? Like Cabal literally is just jump air dash into buttons. He doesn't need to confirm anything because it's a jump normal and he's hella plus, right? Cetrion's wall still has not been nerfed for some fucking reason. Her ground pound's still annoying as hell. Her tornado's stupid. Man, and Jackie's buttons are still ridiculous up close. Like, she doesn't have a weakness. I know it seems like, oh, she can't do anything from full screen. She doesn't have any options for full. Fam, if you're a Jackie player, you never have to stay full screen. You can dash punch and get in. With dash punch to get in. You can just walk. She has really good walk speed. You can leap. Shit like that we have to respect. And if I'm ducking to respect dash punch, you can walk in for free. Like, you just need to be a little more patient. But anyway, that's my list. I did not expect this video to be this long. I didn't want it to be this long. But these are just the changes I think would make this game a good competitive fighting game. That's it. These changes would like make this game go from from fucking Mario Party. This goes from Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing transformed to an actual serious competitive fighting game. So that's all I got today, man. Thank y'all for watching. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe. I appreciate all the new subs. I hope y'all enjoy the content. And I'm here, man. You know, catch me on YouTube, catch me on Twitch. When I hit 1,000 subs, we going crazy. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm outie. Peace.